Hey, ¿qué pasó, mi gente? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Luis Lopez, and today I got a few picks for you for the NBA slate, as always. But before we get into that, let's review the picks that I gave you yesterday. I gave you Jarris Walker under his 19.5 line, 20.5 line. The line ended up bumping to 21.5. I thought it was a complete joke when that happened. It happened because Andrew Nembhard being ruled out, but I was like, this is a joke. Why is this line so high? I mean, his line is normally with Siakam playing around 13.5, 12.5. Without Siakam, he got bumped to 16.5. Now, without Neymar, it goes up to 21. It was such a trap for everyone. Luckily, those that watch this channel, if you played it, you know that it was you take the under. At least that was my pick on the under. Easy under. He does play the 31 minutes. I was surprised that he played so many minutes. He played 31 minutes. He only did get 3 points from the free throw line. In the last prior game, he had gotten 8 points from the free throw lines. And as I said to you, he's not a great shooter. He shot 3 for 11. So whenever these lines are this high for him, they'll probably bump it down in the next game. Probably Siakam may not play. But if Siakam plays, he probably bumped down to like 16 points, 15 points. I'll be taking the under again. If Siakam and Nembhard don't play, they'll probably keep it at 19 because they had it at 21. I'll be taking the under once. Again, he needs so many things to go right for him to go over those lines. So yeah, anywhere around 17, 8, so anywhere between 18 to 21 points, I'll be taking the under on Jarris Walker if the line comes up like that. So that was a winner. The next one was a loser, Kyle Kuzma, over his rebounds plus assist at 8. He ends at 7. He cashes his assist easily with a 4. The line was 2.5. That was my original lean. I went with the RA because he had been rebounding really well, hadn't been assisting really well, but he had 9 assists head to head. Should have gone with my first lean, which was just his assist at over 2.5. Cashes that easily, ends with 4, and hooks the RA. He ends with 7 RAs. The next pick was Saddiq Bey over 5.5 rebounds. He cashes that. He ends exactly at 6. And then the last pick was AJ Green over his attempts. The dude plays the minutes. He played 31 minutes and only took 4 attempts in the best possible matchup. Now, granted, everyone else was scoring a ton, so he didn't have to do that much. But he played the minutes. He saw the opportunities, just took 4 shots. We needed at least, I think it was 9 field goal attempts from me. He just completely underwhelms with 4. And he had the best matchup out of the entire team. So that was yesterday. Let's go into today. Today's pick that I'm going to is right here. I'm going to this game. The Houston Rockets are taking on the Knicks. The Knicks are playing at home. The Knicks are favored by 3.5 points. This game has a very low total, 219.5 game total. And I think that has to do a lot with the fact that Sengun, who the Rockets count on scoring, hasn't been rebounding, hasn't been assisting. He's been doing what Sengun has been doing lately. The last time that I talked to you about Sengun, we took the rebound on the over, 8.5 rebounds. The rebound line now is at 9.5 rebounds, a minus 136 to go on. The underpriced picks has it already at 9 rebounds. I think this 9.5 rebound line is a complete joke. I think the 9 rebounds is also a complete joke. He gets one of the most difficult matchups when it comes down to rebounds allowed today against the New York Knicks. I mean, you got to deal with Mitchell Robinson. You got to deal with Karl Anthony Towns, 2 of the best rebounders in the entire NBA that Albert Sengun has to deal with. Albert Sengun counts on getting offensive rebounds. No, he's going to be relying on, if he wants to rebound, on defensive rebounds. He's not going to make up the difference via offensive rebounds. What I decided to do on him, look, his 9.5 rebounds line, I'll take that. His 9 rebound line, I'll take that. What I decided to do is just combine the entire thing. Just go PR8 on him. Under 32.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. And the main reason why is because this line, 32.5 PRA, is available in most sites. Price Picks already bumped it down to 32, not that I mind the 32 PRA on him. They also bumped down his rebound line down to 9. So, Price Picks is always making that adjustment based on what the books are telling them. I say his PRA, look, let me walk you through how he gets most of his points. It's right here. 67% of his shots, 10 feet out, they rank number 5. Good luck trying to score. Now, let me show you this. Out of the last 8 players, only one went over, Joel Embiid. Everyone else has stayed on the under, easily. Klingon, Ayton, Sard, Stewart, Vucevic, Quaida, everybody has stayed on the under, easily under their PRA line. Where he gets most of his points, right here. Underneath the basket, restrict area, 49%, they rank 9th. Here, 9 restrict area, 34%, they rank 3. He relies heavily on this area. And the one thing that we saw with him in the last game, the guy seemed disinterested. Charlotte Hornets, without Bridges, without Diabate there, easily stays under his points line at 13. Easily stays under his rebound line. The dude, golly, ends up getting 1 rebound. The only thing that he actually ended up doing well was his assist. So you can technically pivot over to his PR at 26.5 on the under. And that line is still available on Price Picks without it being bumped. You can do this if you like. When it comes down to PR, they rank 4th. When it comes down to PRA, they rank 2nd. The Knicks, that is. All right? So he has a horrendous matchup when it comes down to PRA, to PR, to points, to rebound, to anything and everything. So Alperen Sengun under his 9 rebounds, under his points plus rebounds, under his PRA. So far, the only thing that I've played on him is his PRA under 32.5. I don't think he even gets close to this line, although this game does have a 3.5 point spread, but is also on the road, and Alperen Sengun plays even worse on the road. All right, so that is my first pick for you. The second pick for you is actually from the same exact game. Favorite pick of mine is this guy. Mitchell Robinson's FT attempts on the over. Okay, so this is what's been happening lately. I don't know if you guys have caught on to this. We've been playing the over on this. I've been playing the over in the last 3 games easily. And the one thing that I noticed is the fouling. I don't know, for those that have been watching the NBA for quite a while, you know the whole theme about bigs that can't shoot free throws and they're on the floor. The game is tight. You basically hack them and you foul them and you put them to the line. So that has been happening lately. In any game that the game is relatively close, and this game only has a 3.5 point spread, so it's supposed to stay relatively close. Whenever Mitchell Robinson is on the floor, they'll hack him. They'll just send him to the line. So this free throw attempt at 1.5 has been free in the last 3 games that we've been playing him over in the Discord. It's one of my favorite plays of the day. Mitchell Robinson over his 1.5 free throw attempts. Also, he's also extremely aggressive when he's there. He's taking a decent amount of shots, anywhere between 3 to 4 shots, and he finds himself getting himself to the line just by doing that. So I expect him just to get to the line by doing that. But Hack Mitch is an actual thing that's going on right now when teams are playing the Knicks, and the Knicks are playing extremely well. And this is a game that I expect the Knicks to win. I expect the Knicks to be leading, which in turn, the Houston Rockets, I expect them to apply the Hack Mitch approach today. So Mitchell Robinson over 1.5 free throw attempts is my second and last official pick for you. I'm going to walk you through some thoughts that I have on some of the picks on the slate. But before we do that, don't forget to like, subscribe. That is how you help me keep growing this channel. Again, thank you for those that keep supporting my channel. I see you out there and I appreciate you, seriously. Also, on another note, for those that want access to all my picks, including some of my slips, and a wonderful Discord that we've created. There'll be a link in the description. Click on that, sign up through up, and then I'll see you there. All right, so let me walk you through some thoughts that I have on some of the picks here. Now, from this same exact game, one of the guys that I looked at was Jabari Smith, and I looked at Jabari Smith over his rebounds. The only thing I don't like about Jabari Smith is the fact that they bumped his regular rebound line to 6.5 rebound line. In the last game, he ended up getting 9 rebound chances and converting 7 of them. Now, what I did want to point out to you is the following. If his defensive rebound line comes around 4.5 or even at 5, actually 4.5, that would be a line that I would be considering and taking. He's in fantastic form, but the biggest thing for me is, besides this is great hit rate. 8 out of 10 times he's gone over this line. What I'm looking at is defensive rebounds right here at 4.5. Let me first walk you through how he gets most of his rebounds. He gets most of his rebounds defensively. Right here, he ended up getting 7 rebounds. He ended up getting 1 offensive rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds. He ended up getting 12 rebounds. 2 of them were offensive rebounds. 10 were defensive rebounds. Here, 10 rebounds, 8 defensive, 2 offensive. I mean, you get the drift. Most of his rebounds are defensive rebounds, not offensive rebounds. Why I like his defensive rebounds if the line is around 4.5 defensive rebounds. So while Sengun and his big self will be trying to box out either Mitchell Robinson or Karl Anthony Towns, Jabari Smith should be able to get those defensive rebounds. Normally, you would say, why don't you just go to Amen Thompson, who rebounds extremely well, which he does, because Amen Thompson will most likely be a glue to Jalen Brunson. And Jalen Brunson, first, he's going to try to get you into foul trouble. That's the first thing he'll do. And he also takes a good amount of shots above the break. He takes 32% of his shots above the break. So Amen Thompson will be in this area a lot. So whenever shots from above the break are taken, let's say Brunson takes a shot, he'll be out of position for those defensive rebounds. OG takes his shot, he'll be out of position for those rebounds. Why? Because if OG is the one taking the 3-point attempts, Brunson will be in this area. That means Amen Thompson will be in this area. Sengun will be in the right position to get those defensive rebounds, except that he'll be dealing with Mitchell Robinson and Karl Anthony Towns in this area, which in turn, Jabari Smith could come in, boom, here, sweep in, and get those defensive rebounds. So I'll be looking for his defensive rebounds at 4.5 if available. The other thing that I would be looking for is Jalen Brunson's free throw attempts, depending on what the line is. If it's around 4.5, I'll be looking the over for his free throw attempts. Because of how aggressive Amen Thompson is defensively, and as we know, the one thing that Jalen Brunson knows is how to get people in foul trouble and how getting himself to the free throw line, especially with such a good defender who good defenders happen to be at the same time aggressive and can get themselves in foul trouble because they take a lot of risks. Hence why they're so good, because they take a lot of risk. But that, playing opposite a guy like Jalen Brunson, that can get you into foul trouble, which in turn will get Jalen Brunson to the free throw line. So that's another lean for me from this game. All right, my friends, that's it. I have nothing else for you. I only to wish you the best of luck. Use these picks as you wish. Remember, none of this is financial advice. Please don't put all these picks in one slip and cross your fingers and hope they hit. Like I always tell my community, your best approach is to do single bets. In the long run, doing single bets, you find yourself being more on the positive side than the negative side. If you go for these big slips, you are going to drain your bankroll pretty fast. Another rule of thumb you can use is taking one of your favorite picks, taking 2 of your favorite picks and just do a gobbling on them. Take the lower payout, but at the end of the day, you will have a higher hit rate with taking those good goblins. So first, select your favorite picks. Don't look at the lines. Just select your favorite picks, find an angle, do your research, and then go find a gobbling on them. It's something to consider. All right. Hey, I wish you the best of luck. God bless you. Que Dios te bendiga. Y hasta la próxima. Chao.